Hello learners, welcome to the sixth session of vocabulary building. Today we are going to learn 10 new words. So let's get to the word that we are going to learn today. So the first word is belligerent. Belligerent is hostile and aggressive. So we will use the word belligerent for something that is hostile and aggressive, or someone who is aggressive and hostile. Okay, belligerent is the word I think you have read in Word Pa Made Easy, where belly means war, so war like something, so belligerent means hostile and aggressive. So now let's see the sentences with the word belligerent. Watch out, Liz is in a belligerent mood, aggressive mood. Second, he was almost back to his belligerent mood, aggressive mood of 12 months ago. The belligerent countries are having difficulties funding the war. Belligerent countries means aggressive countries who are ready to war type countries, like we have seen now, hostile and aggressive. Fourth one is, he is always very belligerent towards me, very aggressive towards me, very hostile towards me. Harris is a belligerent man, aggressive man, hostile man with an explosive temper. So belligerent means aggressive and hostile. So now let's see the second word. Second word is pragmatic. Dealing with things realistically and practically. So pragmatic means practical. Okay, simply remember it like pragmatic, practical. P-R-A, pragmatic, P-R-A in practical. So pragmatic means dealing with things realistically and practically. Now let's see the sentences with it. First, in business, the pragmatic approach to problems is often more successful than an idealistic one. So pragmatic means practical approach, realistic. She was a dreamer, not pragmatic, not practical. We need to adopt a more practical approach, more pragmatic approach. Our approach is essentially pragmatic, essentially practical. They are pragmatic about the spending cuts, practical about the spending cuts. So pragmatic means what? Dealing with things realistically and practically. So now let's see the next word. The next word is eloquent. Fluent or persuasive in speaking or writing is eloquent. Fluency, okay? In speaking and writing. Silence is more eloquent than words. Thomas Carlyle. So are more fluent than words. He waxed eloquent about her talents as an actor, fluent about her talents as an actress. The defense lawyer made an eloquent plea and fluent plea, in a fluent way plea for his client's acquittal. Fourth, the pyramids are an eloquent testimony to the ancient Egyptian engineering skills, are an fluent testimony. She made an eloquent appeal, fluent, persuasive type appeal for action before it was too late. So eloquent means fluent and persuasive. Obfuscate. Obfuscate means to deliberately make something unclear or difficult to understand. Like sometimes the data we want to protect from others, we obfuscate it to protect it from others, to deliberately make something unclear or difficult to understand, like you can see in the picture too. So the sentences with the word obfuscate are: she was criticized for using arguments that obfuscated the main issue, that makes unclear the main issue. They unclear the main issue means to deliberately make something unclear or difficult to understand. They are obfuscating the issue as only insurance companies can. Obfuscating means deliberately making unclear and difficult to understand. They are deliberately making it difficult to understand as only insurance company can. The obfuscated problem was argued. The difficult to understand problem was argued. The writer often obfuscated means deliberately make something unclear, the real issue, with petty details. Politicians have once again obfuscated, deliberately make unclear the issue. The next word is ubiquitous. Ubiquitous is present, appearing or found everywhere. So God is everywhere, so he is ubiquitous. So God is what? Ubiquitous. So let's see the sentences with it. Sugar is ubiquitous in the diet. Means sugar is everywhere in the diet. We were plagued by the ubiquitous mosquito, the mosquito that is present everywhere. Coffee shops are ubiquitous these days, are present everywhere these days. Is there no escape from the ubiquitous cigarette smoke in the restaurants, present everywhere cigarette smoke in the restaurant? She is one of the wealthiest, most ubiquitous media personalities around, present everywhere media personalities around. Capitulate, to surrender or stop resisting, to give in. So capitulate means surrender, stop resisting, give in. So the sentences with the word capitulate are these. The enemy was warned to capitulate or face annihilation, to surrender. We will never capitulate, never surrender to pressure from outside. The Pak Chung-hee clique will capitulate to this peace offensive, will surrender to this peace offensive. On July 11, the police appeared to capitulate to surrender to unionist demands. Am I wrong to refuse to capitulate to surrender to this tawdry behavior? So capitulate means to surrender, to stop resisting, to give in. So the next word is climate breakdown. These are some terms that you may find in the RCs in the IPMET. So we are discussing here. So what is climate breakdown? Climate breakdown is harmful, potentially irreversible climate trends from unchecked global warming. So harmful, potentially irreversible climate trends from unchecked global warming. So जो क्लाइमेट चेंज वगैरह हो जाता है ना, उसको हम क्लाइमेट ब्रेकडाउन कहेंगे, क्योंकि इट इज़ इरिवर्सिबल चेंज हो गया जो क्लाइमेट में, डेट इज़ क्लाइमेट ब्रेकडाउन. Okay, and that is harmful too. So now let's see the sentences with the word climate breakdown. Even if we manage to prevent climate breakdown, means unfavorable climate changes, growth means that it is only a matter of time before we hit a new environmental crisis. Fossil fuels use puts us all at the risk from climate breakdown, wo unfavorable climate change, he says simply. In our view, climate breakdown, unfavorable climate change is an emergency for everyone, but most of all for the poor. I don't have any scientific expertise to offer regarding possible solutions to the climate breakdown, unfavorable climate changes that are occurring. So climate breakdown is what? Unfavorable climate changes that are occurring and that are harmful too. So the next word is climate emergency, a situation requiring urgent action to reduce or halt climate change. So in the picture 2 you are saying, the poster is saying wake up, climate emergency. So it is a situation that is requiring urgent action to reduce or halt climate change. So the sentences with the word climate change are: the climate emergency is not being addressed with the political urgency it deserves with the necessary financial resources. So the climate emergency, that the urgency to take action to halt this climate change, is not being addressed with the political urgency it deserves and with the necessary financial resources. He says that with the rising price of fossil fuels and the climate emergency, need to take action to halt climate change, nuclear energy can be the part of the solution. He questions the consequences that the earth faces a climate emergency. Consensus that the earth faces a climate emergency, urgent need to take action to halt climate change. There is not always a proven link between global warming and scientific climate emergencies. Okay, so there is not always a proven link between global warming and the urgent actions that we need to take to halt climate change. Eco-anxiety. What is eco-anxiety? Anxiety caused by the concern about impact of climate change. You can see in the picture too, they are anxious about the climate change. So the anxiety caused by the concern about the impact of climate change is eco-anxiety. So sentences with it are: my eco-anxiety about rising. So his anxiety about concern of changes in the atmosphere of the earth about rising sea levels keeps me awake at night worrying about the future of the coastal cities. Seeing images of melting glaciers intensified her eco-anxiety, anxiety that is caused by being concerned for our
Mother Earth, making her feel a deep sense of sadness for the planet. The constant news about the extreme weather event fuels has eco-anxiety. Eco-anxiety, anxiety caused by the concern for the Earth, making him feel overwhelmed and helpless. She joined a local climate action group to combat for eco-anxiety, anxiety that is caused to her by the concern for the Earth, by focusing on solutions and connecting with the others. So what is the word? Eco-anxiety, anxiety caused by the concern about the impact of climate change. So now let's see the next word and the last word for the day, that is eco-chic. Eco-chic is what? A style or a product that is both eco-friendly and fashionable. So eco-chic is something, a product or a style that is both eco-friendly and fashionable, like tote bags. So her stylish new handbag was made from organic cotton, making it perfect example of eco-chic, fashionable plus eco-friendly. They decorated their minimalist apartment with eco-chic environmental friendly plus fashionable pieces, from a sustainably sourced bamboo sofa to low VOC paint. The eco-chic hotel, the both eco-friendly and fashionable, featured furniture made with recycled materials. It should be materials, not items. Okay, so that's it for the day. The words we have learned today. So the words are eco-chic, eco-anxiety, climate emergency, climate breakdown, capitulate, ubiquitous, obfuscate, eloquent, pragmatic, belligerent. So these are the words that we learned today. Thank you.